Hi, everybody. So today we are going to look at the artist KehindeWiley. He's from New York, born in 1977. He's actually exhibited all over the world in different museums and collections. And the themes of his paintings are kind of a reinterpretation of what we call the master artist works. So he goes back into history and he looks at what he considers these power portraits. They're oil paintings, there's gold leaf on the painting. People look very important. They look very powerful. And so he looks back to the Renaissance artists to see how they present people in their portraiture. And what he does is he takes portraits and does portraits of everyday people that he feels don't get represented a lot. And that includes young Black men. He includes a lot of them in his paintings because he wants to make sure he gives them these positions of power. So I'm going to show you some of his, well, you can check out some of his work in the slideshow. And what you're going to see is you're going to see people who are kind of in front of this very ornate background. He uses very, very bold, detailed patterns in the background. And sometimes those backgrounds sort of fade onto the picture or the portrait of the person. He puts them in these power poses where they're standing very straight, holding on to something that would be considered a powerful representation of them. And also, let me just take a peek here. You're also going to notice that he was the portrait artist of President Barack Obama. So if you want to check him out, KehindeWiley, excellent artist. Also, you'll notice in Barack Obama's picture that he includes flowers that represent where Barack Obama is from. So he wants to pick something that's symbolic to the person as well as part of the background. So for us today, what I wanted us to do, and you can do a portrait of yourself or you could do a portrait of someone else, is we are going to make a picture where it's kind of in a power pose. Here I drew a picture of a person and I kind of let the colors blend. I was working with what I had to see what I could get. And then I thought about what do I want the background to be. So you can see here on this one, I drew a picture. I was trying to draw a picture of myself. And I kind of didn't, you can do the whole body or you can just do what we call a bust or even just a portrait of the face. But I gave my power pose here with my paintbrush and somebody said it kind of looks like a magic wand. I thought that was perfect. And I included this year, very important to me during this time has been a garden. So I've added lots of flowers and vines. Looking at my piece, I feel like I still need more here. I want to add more to the background and then I want to get into color. Here, when I was doing this one, I just wanted to show that you can also, instead of doing a very ornate background, just think of making it very colorful. This reminds me of the vibrating lines we did earlier in the year. And then I thought, once it dried, it would be pretty interesting to kind of put things that were important in Sharpie, filling those sort of lines that reverberate around this person. So you can try that yourself, see what you come up with. You can do, as I said, the whole portrait, which would be a full body piece. Some people did that. That was awesome. Somebody did his with his picture of himself in his jersey from his soccer team. And he put soccer balls, and he obviously was very athletic. He had lots of different balls that he plays sports with, and he put them all in the background. I thought that was awesome. I saw some really beautiful ones that people have already started working on. So for a portrait, you start with the shape of the face. You see how mine's not perfect? I'm not too worried about that. And for a bust, it's sort of like I'm coming over and I'm putting the shoulders in there as well. That gives me a little more opportunity to include an arm in my piece. And I just want to show you that when you're drawing a portrait, I did it here, and you can probably see below the surface that I was showing people how to draw a portrait. If you think about symmetry, a face is symmetrical. And if you draw this line here, that tells you where the ears go, right? They go around that line in the center. This is where the eyes go. It helps you with proportions. The bottom of the ears, because the face is round, if you draw this line here like this, that's where the nose would be. And so the nose, one of the hardest things to draw, is almost like when we draw a bird in the sky, right? Like this, except it's not going to be pointy. It's going to be over, under, over. That's going to be the nostrils, the side of the nose. The eyes get tucked underneath the eyelids, so make sure that you don't draw the full circle or you're going to look shocked. And you can go in and you can add lots of new details, but then if this is where the eyebrow goes, because a lot of people go, wow, that looks like an alien. But once you start adding the features, there's the eyebrows, this is where the hair goes. This is the top of the head. So your hairline here should come down to the ears, depending. We all have a different kind of hairline here. This one would come right down to the ears. There's my ears. The mouth, the cleft of the mouth is the same. It's that round line. Then the lips go back, they fade back as they go in the distance. This is the fattest part of the lip. And up, you can start adding more details depending on your person. And certainly I could fine tune those ears. If someone's hair was longer or you had a different hairstyle, it would come off the head maybe more. Maybe this is somebody with a short haircut, but their hair is thicker. All right, I could change that into somebody with longer hair going behind the ears. And there's certainly not a standard shape of the face. Somebody's face could be wider. I could narrow it. You could work a lot. Even the shape of the eyes can be different for each person. We can sometimes see the upper lid more on some people, eyelashes, just kind of fiddle around with it. But I just wanted to show you, when you're drawing a face, a lot of times people will go like this, 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 and then they draw the eyes way up here. Then they draw the nose and the mouth, and then it looks like they have this giant chin. So for proportions, this is a good way to get you started if you want to try that out. And then you can go wild with your background if you want, whatever it is. You could draw a dragon in the background. Oh, that looks like something's coming out of my ear right here. All right, so have fun creating that and think of what your power pose is. What are powerful things or things that make you feel powerful in your piece? And take time to do that for yourself, okay? Take care, bye.